had a feeling that was going to happen in the end of that match. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Sheamus taking advantage. He was in the ring. Seth Rollins was in the ring. Sheamus was going to capitalize on the fact that the match is still going on. Everyone's distracted. And then the second Seth Rollins turned, boom, bro kick. Wow. I didn't really expect anything SmackDown related to show up on Raw, but it did. Welcome to Raw Review, November 6, 2017, tape. I really hate this time. Tape episode of Monday Night Raw live in Manchester, England, in the Manchester Arena. We start off the show with Miz TV. Miz talking shit to Baron Corbin. Went over that they went at it on Twitter. Talking about what Corbin mentioned his wife and soon to be his future, his unborn daughter. There we go. And then which is due next year. I didn't know that. It says that in here at WrestlingInc.com. I didn't know that it was due next year, but whatever. So Miz, he just reiterate in a PG way on what he said on Twitter that he's gonna, knock the teeth of Corbin down his throat, pretty much. Then he goes from that, he introduces Miz TV, he brings up, Survivor Series, and then he brings out Kurt Angle. And after that, Miz is still bitching how Kurt Angle is the team captain of Raw and complaining how that Kurt Angle made him defend the Intercontinental title last week, how that Kurt Angle forced him to stay until the show ended, which led for Braun Strowman to come back in the most edited way of a comeback I've ever seen, with Braun Strowman coming out of the garbage, And, all that, it just Miz jab after jab after jab, bringing up Stephanie McMahon, saying that she's gonna fire Kurt if Team Raw does not win at Survivor Series. Also bringing up, the Under Siege last 2 weeks ago, I believe, and all that stuff, and then bringing up how, Kurt Angle is the reason why Daniel Bryan got assaulted by Kane on the Raw, I believe last week? I think it was last week, yeah. So Miz just jab, and then Kurt Angle just got upset with it, The second one, Miz was like, when my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. If it was me, I would have got up and punched him in his face right there. I'm the general manager of Raw, and you're going to tell me to shut up. And you work for me. Nah, it don't work like that. So, Kurt Angle he says he apologized for, Bryan getting assaulted by Kane, but he does not apologize for Axel getting assaulted by Braun Strowman. Even in the fans chant for Curtis Axel, he still gets a good reaction. Why don't I've said this in my podcast, bro. Raw needs to have a lower mid-card title again. That way, guys like Axel, Bo Dallas, Titus O'Neil, Apollo Crews, guys that don't get time on TV, get down on a 3-hour show. That's what I think. I know, too many times, but look at New Japan. New Japan got way too many belts. Junior tag team titles, heavyweight tag team titles, junior and IWGP champion, a lot of shit going on there. Anyways, so Kurt Angle got pissed, and then Miz, cowards out, puss, and then Kurt Angle was like, Miz asked Kurt Angle, why did Braun Strowman get rewarded for what he did last week by joining Team Raw? And Kurt Angle said, well, he deserved it. He wants someone like him on his team to help dominate and decimate SmackDown Live. I don't know why Miz didn't see that. And then he's like, well, there was a caveat with me having Braun Strowman on my team. It's a match tonight with you. And then Miz is like, bruh, Like you just found out, like, it's like when a doctor tells you something, like, tells you bad news, and, like, you can't believe it, and you're just trying to be like, no, come on. You can't be serious. No. No. Like, that's exactly how Miz reacted, bro. It was funny. It was funny. Kurt Angle. It was a good opening segment. Then after that, you can tell how hype I am about Raw tonight. I mean, the crowd. I'll tweet it out when I'm done. I don't know what crowd was worse. I think tonight's was good compared. I watched Bound for Glory last night, and I think Bound for Glory was ass because the crowd reaction. Even though they were in Canada, the atmosphere, the aura of Impact just doesn't feel right. Anyways. Then we get to the dreadful, I hate Vince Russo or WCW, whichever one, guitar on the pole match. Elias versus JJ. And then, yeah, Elias a cappella, he sang. And then Jason Jordan, I'm starting to like his theme song now, Next Generation of Grain. Yeah, I'm starting to like it now. But yeah. That happened. The match happened. I didn't watch it. And after that, Elias got the guitar, but then Jordan able to get the guitar from Elias and then use it to his advantage. Won the match. Done deal. So he won the match by smashing the guitar in the back of Elias. It was a nasty shot, but I just don't care. After that, backstage, we have The Bar confronting Kurt Angle, being like, why you made Bliss and Miz defend their respective titles last week or 2 weeks ago, and yet the Shield and Ambrose and Rollins did not defend their tag titles, In that whole Under Siege thing 2 weeks ago, Rollins and Ambrose were your last hope, and they failed. So why weren't they punished and defending their titles? And then they also brought up, Kurt Angle was like, bruh, if you're trying to manipulate me, just drop it now. Tell me what you want. If you, just tell me, And then they just told him straight up, we want an opportunity to show that we are the tag team you can depend on to beat Team SmackDown Live, a.k.a. the Usos. And Kurt Angle was like, fine, you got one last shot tonight against Dean and Seth for the tag team titles. And then they got happy and they left. After that, we have Asuka. I'm going to say this right now. I always knew when Asuka comes to the main roster, it would never be the same. I knew it would be different. I knew I'm not going to like it. I'm not enjoying her debut so far. I'm not going to bullshit. I'm telling you the truth. I know it's way too early to judge. She's been on the main roster for like 3 weeks now, but still, it's like when I think of Asuka, when I think Asuka in the main roster, it's like, It's like the same way I feel about Nakamura. Whatever. Asuka beats Stacy Coates. I mean, I was a huge Asuka fan, bro. Yeah, there was a point where I got tired of her holding on to the championship. That's how I feel if someone holds the title for far too long, even if they're having a great, amazing title run, and it's good to look back on, but as you're in the middle of that title run, it's really tiring. It's really annoying. That's how I feel about Miz. That's how I feel about Mahal. That's how Mahal, it's going to be bad overall, but you get my point, you know? It just me sitting through all these title reigns. I'm probably the only one that still sticks with what I agreed with when CM Punk lost the title to The Rock at the Royal Rumble in 2013. I'm still sticking with that. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I hated Punk, because I'm one of those fans. I'm the fan that still wants to believe that baby faces and heels do exist. Even though I do see it, it don't mean shit. But at the same time, I want to still have that within me, So that's why I always say I hate The Miz, even though in reality, I like how he speaks. When he talks, I fucking listen. Like, you know what I mean? So I did hated Punk because, it's like, oh, this guy was a good guy, and then he gets jealous of The Rock. He gets jealous of Cena. I'm like, boy, if you don't sit your ass down, you weren't doing anything important. You weren't having big matches. John Cena was having big matches. That's why he was in the main event and you weren't. You know? And then when he lost the title to The Rock, I'm like, yes, fuck yes. I legit ran around my fucking apartment that day. Oh my god, that was lit. Lord, but if I knew it would lead up to what happened the next year, Lord, I regret every shit. But yeah, Asuka wins her match, and then Alicia Fox, so shocking, announces Asuka to be a part of the women's Raw team at Survivor Series. I'm going to predict something nobody's going to predict. Asuka's going to get eliminated, or she's going to lose. Either one is going to matter. It don't matter. She going to lose. I'm predicting that. I want to be proven wrong. I don't want to be proven right. So I'm saying it now. Asuka is going to get either eliminated in some form or fashion. Count out, disqualification, or pinfall or submission, which is worse. But still, I'm predicting that because I know WWE is fucking sadistic enough to do something like that. So Asuka is going to get eliminated. I'm calling it now. Some may have called it whatever when she debuted 3 weeks ago, but I'm calling it now. Asuka is going to lose at Survivor Series. I'm saying it now. Let's gotta clear that up. I know you probably disagree, and I don't blame you. I know I disagree with it too. I'm just saying, I'm just getting ready for the disappointment now. That way I don't have to be full of rage that at Survivor Series. That's all I'm saying. 4 hours, by the way. Charlie Caruso, the thick, beautiful Charlie Caruso. Backstage with O'Neal Worldwide and Cruz, Apollo Snooze. Showing footage of Joe returning like a badass and whooping both of their asses. And then Titus O'Neil basically says that Joe is in trouble tonight, basically. You know, Titus O'Neil said that they're all about having fun. Worldwide, all about having fun. But last week wasn't fun, and Joe's in trouble tonight. And then Titus O'Neil and Cruz came out. Joe whooped their ass, and the match didn't even start. And Joe got on the mic and said, "Look, I don't care if you big as Titus or athletic as Cruz. You in my way, I'll put you down." So I'm not done tonight. So who wants to fight me right now? And then Finn Balor comes out. This, in my opinion, best match of the night. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, yeah, it ended in disqualification, or count out rather. But I love this match. Bringing back to last year. Oh my god. NXT TakeOver London. NXT TakeOver Dallas. NXT TakeOver, or NXT, I think it's NXT TakeOver The End. Either way, those 3 big matches, and the last one involving a steel cage. Bruh. Balor and Joe. I've been waiting for this. Yeah, now they're gonna have a feud, maybe after Survivor Series, and I would love to see a number 1 contenders match between these two, where finally Balor could be the one to challenge Brock for the Universal title at the Rumble. So either way, love this match. A little bit bummed about the ending, but still love the match. Double count out, and the fans chanted "Bobo," and then they're fighting on the ramp. Kurt Angle comes out and announces both men are on Team Raw, and I tweeted out seconds before they even said that. Now, I may be far behind. I was far behind on the show tonight because I have my shit PVR'd, and I'm tired of these freaking commercials. So I'm just gonna pause it, play game, come back after like 20-30 minutes, and then go all the way up and skip the commercials, get straight to the point. That's basically what I did tonight, and I'm gonna keep doing it moving forward. So that happened, right? And then they still fight. They still fought after being announced to be on Team Raw. And then Miz is backstage with Axel and Bo, and Bo is trying to motivate Miz about Braun Strowman, and then Axel had doubts, but then Miz looked at him, and Axel changes his mind, basically. And then what happens? After break, right after break, I'm scratching my back. After break, Kurt Angle leaving a voicemail for D-Bra. Apologized for Kane chokeslamming his ass last week. Hoping that he's feeling better. Saying that he had nothing to do with it. And then Jordan comes in. You know, Kurt Angle gives him props for improving lately in his match earlier tonight. And what does Kurt Angle do that I'm not a fan of? I don't like this at all. I don't not like this. This is like... Now this feels like you're forcing him down my throat. Like before, I had nothing against him months ago, weeks ago, but now this feels This doesn't feel right to me. I'm sorry. The fact that Kurt Angle just let him on the team, you know. I mean, I get it. His job is on the line, but wouldn't you want to at least put the best stars on the show outside of the guys you picked? And then put them in a match where they have to earn that spot. You know, I understand him picking Braun Strowman. That was desperation. Him picking Balor and Joe. He's seen the fire in both of them. If they're willing to do that to each other, maybe they can take that anger they have towards one another and channel it to SmackDown Live. So, I understand that one as well. But this, with him and Jordan, I don't like this at all, man. I don't get it. Hey, you're my son. Come in. Come on, you know, you get to join the all-star team. Come on, son. Not fam. Yeah, it's like, you want to be on the team, you got to earn it. I don't care if you competed tonight in a bootleg ladder match, known as a pole match. You'll compete again tonight. You'll earn your spot. I'm sorry, son. That's how it is. I'm not favoring shit, you know. You weren't my son until we found out, like, a couple months ago. So you ain't shit. Like, this is... damn it, Kurt. Damn it, you had one job. And then Jason Jordan gets all happy and shit because he's announced to be the final member of the men's Raw team. Booker T upset. I'm with Booker T. 100%. Mike Rome, the guy that gets picked on by Nia Jax and the club in Gallows and Anderson. Nerd. Backstage with Bayley and Sasha Banks. Full of cringe, both women. I'm watching Raw Flashback or SmackDown Flashback on the network, and I'm seeing Sasha Banks. I'm like, there's Sasha Banks, but she was good. Now she's just winning titles. She can't even keep the damn belt longer than 30 days. God damn. Sheesh. I can guarantee, I swear, like, I have this thing where I don't want to work. Like, I work one day out of the week, and I'm like, I'm done for the week. I'm done. I'm tired. Right? I swear to God, I could do that longer than Sasha Banks' title, her being champion. Bruh. So, yeah, that happens, right? They're complaining about not being on Team Raw. Yes, Bayley brings up that she was a part of bringing Team Raw to victory last year, along with Charlotte. I don't know why they didn't say that, but that's besides the point. And then, you know, that's it. And then they're having a match with Lisa and Nia Jax in the tag match that I didn't give a fuck about. I didn't watch it at all. I just skipped to the end. They're going to prove why they should be on the team. Simple. And then in the end, Sasha Banks and Bayley won. Banks made Fox tap out. And then Fox grabbed the mic and said, yeah, Banks, you're going to be on the team. And Bayley looking sad because she's not on the damn team. Oh, well, Bayley, get better. Make me like you again. I actually told a friend of mine I would choose you over Summer Rae. I look like a dumbass now. So we're backstage and Braun Strowman's walking because coming up next, Braun Strowman versus The Miz. This match was shit. Now, I love Braun Strowman, him dominating, you know, Miz, doing what every other man would do, cower, and try to use the numbers game as an advantage towards Braun Strowman, but did not work out because Braun Strowman laid out everybody. And then once Braun is in the ring, Kane, Big Red Machine Kane comes out, and they fought. Braun Strowman power slams Kane. Kane sits up, and then the Mr. Roger Miz, you know, beat up Strowman a little bit, but then Strowman drops all of them again. Simple. Then we have Renee Young interviewing Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins about the main event for the tag team titles. What happens? Jesus Christ, dude. Don't really have to go through this. Okay. I'm just gonna paraphrase what they're saying, as I always do, because I don't want to go through for word for word for word. Fuck that. Ambrose and Rollins were basically saying that, you know, they brought in the Usos in their promo that they're talking about Survivor Series, talking about they're going to beat Cesaro and Sheamus again, showing them that they're the best tag team in the world, this and that, blah, 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 you know, all that. And then he brought up about their catchphrase, how, you know, the fist is always the bar. I don't fucking know. Then we come back, we have Enzo, for fuck's sake. Enzo Amore comes out, cuts the longest, boring, need to shut the fuck up promo I've ever heard in my life. Kalisto comes out, didn't do dick, sits at ringside, nothing. And then Enzo talks more shit. And then certain music hit. I wasn't familiar with it until the graphics showed. I'm like, who's debuting tonight? Pete Dunne. Oh, shit. I'm like, is he going to defend the UK title? Well, what's going on? And then he comes out. I'm like, no, first Kanango comes out and then introduces Pete Dunne. And then Pete Dunne beats the crap out of Enzo like we all wanted. In the end, Pete Dunne with the bitter end. 1, 2, 3 gets the W. And Kalisto shows respect to Pete Dunne, even though Pete Dunne is a fucking heel. I was waiting for Pete Dunne to knock the shit out of Kalisto in that ring. But he didn't do it. So I don't know. And then it was announced that the Cruiserweights, or 205 Live rather, invites the UK division over to 205 Live. So that's gonna be lit. I want to see my boy Tyler Bate. You know, Pete Dunne is cool, but my boy is Tyler Bate. We're the same age. He's older than me by like 3 to 4 months. God damn it. Anyways. And then they're just talking about Brock and Jinder Mahal, about Survivor Series. I'm only interested about what's going to happen in the end. They plugged... I don't know why Raw does this. You are against SmackDown, but yet you're plugging the fucking show. You're plugging their main event of this week. How does this make sense? I still have a problem when Raw was promoting Backlash last year. I still have a problem with that. Why is one show I know they're in WWE. It's the same company. Blah 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 blah. But I thought the brand split was about one brand versus the other brand. One brand supposed to be about their own shit. One supposed to be one identity. One is supposed to be one identity. One identity, right? Two separate individuals. Two different brands. Why are you promoting their shit? Because you know that this whole company knows that both brands can't fucking sell out arenas anymore. That's why. They even did that last year. Because they knew the end is about to come. That's why. And in the end, we have Bliss talking and talking and talking. I didn't give a fuck what she had to say. She just talked shit about Natty, and then Charlie had to correct her about the whole Under Siege, how Bliss ran away, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, Bliss knocks her about saying, oh, you know, nobody likes the actually girl. You know, I'm like, if I could jump through the screen, I wish I could. So, yeah, she just says she will run circles around Natty, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then in the end, she just says she's a goddess. That's not working with me anymore. I'm sorry. Goddess of WWE. Come on. That's just whack. Yeah, we already have a queen. We have a hugger. We have a boss. We know the goddess. I thought Stephanie McMahon was the fucking goddess because she's walking around like she is fucking goddess because she can't fucking get compromised for whatever she does. Anyways. I'm sorry, I'm all over the... I fucking hate taped Monday Night Raw. I fucking hate... I can handle SmackDown because I've been watching taped SmackDown since when I watched the first... Since 2009, right? I have no problem watching taped SmackDown. I'm watching taped SmackDown now on the network. But taped Raw? Nah. I'm sorry. This isn't the 90s anymore. We're not in the 90s. I know. Time difference. Don't fucking go there. Or don't make a show in England. Do a live event. And then have the Triple H come out and just shield. Because everyone gets fucking pissed off about that. I know. Triple H had a few with Rollins. But Oh, time heals all wounds. I don't know. I don't fucking know. And then we have the tag title match. The Bar versus Death. Rollins and Ambrose. And, well, yeah, match goes on. And then we just hear that familiar voice. Oh, I'm not going to say. You fucking knew that came out, right? And then they're talking about, Raw did jack nothing when SmackDown went under siege. SmackDown didn't do shit. All this stuff, with Raw. And then Kurt Angle just getting everybody. I'm thinking, okay, this is a bad choice. This is a bad decision by Kurt Angle. Get a couple of the superstars. Don't get everybody. You want to know why? Because what if there's somebody backstage, a Raw superstar, maybe a couple of superstars still backstage, and then that's when SmackDown strikes. That's what I was thinking. Right? So I think that's kind of a bad choice to have them all in the fucking arena. So, I'm like, why are you bringing all these bitches out just to get fucking New Day? That doesn't make any sense. I would have got 3 dudes. You tell me 3 dudes is not enough to handle New Day? Damn. And then I knew this was going to happen like I mentioned at the beginning. The second that New Day went away, Rollins turned into a bro kick. 1, 2, 3. I was hoping that this wouldn't happen, but Cesaro and Sheamus. But I'm not going to knock on this. It's just that when you think of the names, the Usos versus Rollins and Ambrose, that speaks lit. But when you look at Cesaro and Sheamus versus Usos, it's like 2 heels? Huh? But then again, Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable, they're getting their shots tomorrow. Maybe it's the same shit. Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable, they freaking wins the tag titles, and they be the one to face Cesaro and Sheamus at Survivor Series. That could happen. I know that could happen. I'm picking that as my prediction. That's gonna happen tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna do a review because nobody watches my shit anyway. But anyways, and that's it. There's your Raw review for a taped Monday Night Raw episode, November 6th. November 6, 2017. Hope you enjoyed it. I uploaded the Raw Universe Mode episode today. Please go check it out. It's the go-home show of the Royal Rumble. You will not believe who won the Royal Rumble. You're not going to believe it. But this Sunday, you got to check it out. But check out Monday Night Raw episode that I uploaded today. Check out SmackDown, the go-home show this Wednesday. And then the Royal Rumble this Sunday. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for listening. I'm out. Later.